Hey everyone, welcome to season 6, episode 12 of the Film Bro Searcher podcast. I am Tim, with me is my co-host Patrick. How you doing, buddy?
That dumb mop boy. Can't even mop right. Hate that mop boy.
Man, Bozo, man.
So you'd never seen this movie in full before, you said?
I have seen, I feel like, bits and clips, and then I feel like I might have seen a little bit more of a sequel.
I never
Because
saw any of the sequels.
there's like four of them. But then I was like reading what happens in the second one. I was like, it couldn't be that one because it's like he goes to Japan or something. And I'm like,
Yeah.
yep, nope, definitely didn't see that. But then I was like looking at like YouTube. I was like, let me look at like theme song really quick. And then I got the Toxic Avengers
The cartoon, yeah.
cartoon. I was like, I think I might be more familiar with the cartoon.
Sure, we watched it.
Yeah. And I'm like, this looks more familiar to me.
Right?
So maybe that's what it is. Because I'm watching this movie, I'm like, I don't think I saw this movie in its entirety in its full, and like, oh my God.
Tim, I brought out the fine scotch and the fine china
Oh, wow.
because this movie deserves it.
It is something else. Like it is it made me clap a couple of times.
Oh yeah.
A couple of times I was like just like nice. Like okay, like like there was a few times, man, where I was just like, I can't believe this got turned into a franchise. It got turned into
Kind of.
a cartoon
Yeah,
show.
that part's always trippy. Yeah.
Because it is all sorts of messed up,
Yeah. Trauma.
not politically correct at all.
No.
It is like it is wow. It is something. It's something to behold for sure.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some Zoomers who just watch this like, that's offensive. I'm just like, yeah, that's what the boomers said when they saw this, but everyone else is like, this is hilarious. I like trauma movies because trauma will make fun of everybody,
Yeah,
but they don't really punch down. Like there are two gay characters in this movie,
yeah,
but
they
like
are.
nobody is making fun of them for being gay.
No,
You
they really
know?
don't.
So
I
it's
mean,
like
they are over the top.
right. No, everybody is over the top,
That's
though.
very true.
Everybody
Everyone
is
is.
absurd.
Everyone is.
Everything is absurdist and silly. And because it's so absurd, you're just laughing with it and at it at the same
Yeah.
time. But like we're not like doing like gross jokes. Like like no one's like, ew, gay people. Like no, they're not doing
Right.
that.
There's
Like
nothing like that. Yeah.
no one is complaining about these two characters who are part of the mob, both good and bad, just happen to be gay. And then no one
Yeah.
calls them out on. I'm like, this is incredible for 1984. This is awesome.
It is interesting because it definitely doesn't go to those kind of places. I mean
Right.
they if anything they go a little bit harder on fat people, a little bit much. There are some weight jokes that they don't full. They're more like sight gag weight jokes, not exactly
Right.
audible weight jokes. But I mean,
Nothing you wouldn't have seen in like a John Candy movie, you
right?
know?
It's not like bad in those kinds of ways, but like, man, it is still insane. It's still insane watching it. Like I can't
Yeah.
believe this turned into something, and also like I'm just like this was like independently made,
Oh yeah. Troma is definitely its own little independent studio.
but they put some like money into the effects and some of
Some
the
of them.
stuff. Some of them,
Yeah.
yeah. That some of the makeup stuff, I was like, good. And then I was like looking at some of the sequels, and I hear like none of the sequels were able to achieve the same thing. They weren't really able to balance all the stuff very well. And when I was looking at the makeup for Toxie slash Melvin there, um, he looks worse in every sequel.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh wow,
This
okay.
this is their big hit, Troma. And so they put a lot of the money into this into like, either financing other stuff or producing different movies. But yeah, the sequels never hit the from what I've never watched any of the sequels. But if you want to see other Tromas, the next best Troma thing that I have seen, I always recommend Tromeo and Juliet, which is just so written by James Gunn,
Oh
and that's where he
wow.
got to start. And it is absolutely like, what? No, you can't do that. No, you're doing that the whole time. Like that is so fucked. And like it's the stuff that like out of context, like if you're just reading about it, you're like, ew, no, that is wrong. But when you're
Yeah,
watching the movie, you know, in the absurdist like style, like you understand exactly why they're able to say what they're saying. So, you know, it's like remember when James Gunn got canceled for like 5 minutes
right,
because he was writing like pedophile jokes, but like he was writing it in that trauma style of just being, you know, the more absurd and
right,
outlandish it was being like that's what he's making jokes about this awful thing in this absurdist way to try to like
right.
I don't know, you know, it's for shock value and stuff like that. That's kind of what the trauma does.
Yeah.
And you know, he says here you'll see it in Class of Nukem High and like and Romeo and Juliet. Those are their biggest hits.
Wow. Well, it was I enjoyed myself. I'll say that. Like
Yeah,
I
I
definitely
love this
enjoyed
movie.
myself. Yeah. I had to like sadly take a break from like watching it. So I started it and then like all of a sudden my son came down and thank
Yeah, can't watch
God
that with kids. No.
I paused it at the right time because I feel like there's so little wiggle room to pause that correctly without
Eh,
scarring a child. And so luckily I paused at the right time. He's like, "All right, I wanna finish watching Amazing Spider-Man." I was like, "All right." And then my daughter wanted to watch Demon Slayer after that, so I didn't get to finish it till this morning.
oh.
So I had to take a little bit of a break, but still enjoyed.
Well, I
I'm ready to
considering
talk.
how into superheroes your son is, I look forward to the day where you two watch this together.
Oh man, I don't know if I want to watch. It's like watching Porky's with the parents. Like I don't know if I want to do that.
I would much rather watch this than Porky's with my parents ever again.
That's
So
fair. Yeah, it's your
the
pick, by the way.
Toxic Avenger. Yeah, it is. Um, the Toxic Avenger. Let's see. Tromaville has a monstrous new hero. The Toxic Avenger is born when meek mop boy Melvin falls into a vat of toxic waste. Now evildoers will have to and will have a lot to lose. Bah.
Yeah, that's fair.
There you
In
go.
a variety of different ways, they'll lose. Sure.
So, shall we?
Yeah,
So, as I
Melvin.
just said, our hero is Melvin Ferd,
He's a
played
90-pound boy, janitor boy,
Man Boy
man boy. Yeah, he works at the health club.
in Tromaville Health
Yeah.
Club.
Yeah,
First played
which is
by,
Jersey, right? I'm guessing it's
yeah,
Jersey. It's like, yeah, Northern Jersey in the most like toxic waste capital of the world or something, and filled with the most horrendous people too.
there's a fun bit is like most of Troma's movies take place in Tromaville, like New Jersey.
Interesting.
Anyway, Melvin is played first by Mark Torgel as pre-transformation Melvin. Then Mitch Cohen plays post-transformation Toxic Avenger, and he's
Right.
voiced by Kenneth Kessler. Um, so yeah, like Tim said, he's a skinny nerd who's well-meaning but not great at his job.
It's really weird the way he's portrayed. Like he's not just a
Go,
nerd.
go!
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he's on the spectrum. Like there's yeah,
Yeah,
there's something wrong or slash not all there. And
yeah.
and some of the decisions that he makes too, you're just like, there's a couple people getting it on, and he's just like basically right next to them, going like, "Oh," and you're like, "Oh man, dude, but like you're not helping yourself here at all, right?" Like, yeah, it's hard to watch a bit
Yeah,
him
but the
as
entire movie is 80 minutes, so like we get like
right.
I don't think we even have 20 minutes of like pre-transformation Melvin, so it's fine.
Yeah, and to be fair, we'll talk about it later, but there's like a villain that's so over the top, hates Melvin,
Bozo,
that
love him, love
anytime
Bozo.
that Melvin is like acting in these ways, you get Bozo doing his things, and it helps bring it back for me. You know what I mean? Like,
But
it,
Bozo might be my favorite bit of this entire movie. Like I
yeah,
fell in love with Bozo on the
he's
third time watching.
so over the top, and the way he just hates Melvin, he's like, he's just ruining my vibe, and like, oh, the mop boy, and it's like, yeah, okay, this, you know what I mean? Like, so anytime Melvin's like, oh gosh, Melvin, you're like, you get that bit, and then like it brings you back.
Right. So after going through the worst prank and ridicule, Melvin throws himself out of a window and lands in a barrel of toxic waste, which eventually turns him into a horribly disfigured but super strong superhero who has a sonar for an inexplicable need to punish criminals.
Yeah, and he can't control it, it sounds like. If there's just someone that's just a bad, evil
Like a shark
person,
when he senses blood in the water, like got it.
yeah, all of a
Criminals
sudden the
nearby.
growling starts more and he's got to horrendously kill somebody who's doing
Naughty,
bad.
punish.
Yeah, kind of deal. Yeah, just more like "Arrgh."
So the sound effect of Melvin trying to figure out what that noise is in the locker room as Wanda and Slug are fucking,
Yeah.
it just sounds like Mario jumping, like an early Mario Brothers game, like whoop whoop. Really had me cracking up. Anyway, so
Yeah,
uh,
it's kind of crazy
Bozo's
that
girlfriend Julie comes over to Melvin.
this prank is that horrendous to him. Which I'm really curious if part of the prank was to get the entire health club to follow him and laugh at him the whole time. Was that like they got everyone in on that prank to do that, or just happened naturally?
Considering what we see from all four of these losers throughout the movie, I'm not willing to give them the benefit of the doubt of planning that far in advance. Like they
Right,
got to the idea of like, what if we trick Melvin to through promise of boobs and sex to
right.
come on out to
Basically,
the
with a farm
darkened
animal.
pool and we'll trick him into making out with a cross-dressing sheep.
Yeah, but like, yeah, and like clearly, based on their reaction once he goes into the vat, like they didn't quite obviously not plan that, right? That's just coincidence of a couple of coked up guys parking outside. Just so insane.
I love it. It's just like get parked over middle of the day, just like
Ooh.
with like a giant bags of cocaine. Like,
Yeah, he's like, yeah. One of them's like, "Hey, remember that stuff I got that one time?" And basically, he's like, "Yeah." It's like, "Well, I got some more." He's like, "Yeah." Like,
I love though when like when Julie invites him, oh, like I want to apologize to you for how we've been treating you, but I need your help with a special problem. Why don't you meet me alone in the girls' bathroom around 7 o'clock? He's like, great, that's when I have to clean the toilets anyway. She's like, oh, Melvin.
yeah,
Um, so anyway, the part of the prank too is like she convinces him that he needs to get into a polka dot onesie and a pink tutu uh, with his mop in hand, and like the way
yeah.
he confidently walks in,
Well, he's like, "But that's
thinking he's about to get
girly."
laid.
At first, he didn't like
He's
it
a
at first.
sissy. That's
Sissy,
sissy
that's right.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but then he's like, "But like, she's like, it turns me on or something." So wear it, and so then that's when he's all like, "Okay, like, yeah."
yeah,
He's ready to go
um,
now.
yeah. He sees boobs and he's like, sold.
Sorry.
Heard that one. Um, anyway, poor Melvin gets transformed by the toxic waste.
Yeah.
Uh, it's the poor guy tries to go home after he's had a full transformation. He knocks on his door and to his mom and announces himself as Melvin. His mom just screams in horror.
Yeah.
Until we get a couple of seconds of him being sad, just hanging out and head down and sitting on a pier. Um, Walks around the forest aimlessly where he finds like a trailer surrounded by toxic waste and junk and just turns it into his home.
He still puts up a picture of mom.
Yeah,
He's like, I don't blame her.
it's got a
It's
little
like,
heart around it and
oh,
everything.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, I
Yeah, it's kind of hard after that, right? Because
yeah,
I
because
mean, there's so much action, but in one of the action sequences, he meets a girl,
well,
right?
I was gonna briefly mention the fact that we have this like doctor from the Garden State Cerebral Reflex Research Center.
You're gonna talk about him now?
Just real quickly, just saying that because he's like picked up who Toxie has been defeating. He's like he seems to only be interested in defeating evil people, and it's also highly probable the monster may have developed a very basic instinct which draws him in, commands him to destroy evil. That's some highly advanced guessing game there. Turns to be correct.
Yeah,
Um,
I think he was like almost trying a Peter Sellers thing. Uh,
Definitely felt like that. Like he had like the
right.
arm going and whatnot. Yeah, like we're doing
Yeah,
Strangelove.
he's like randomly holding up his stethoscope at times.
But it's
I
important here
thought
to
that was
like
so funny.
tell you about the character of Toxic.
Yeah,
Uh, so then we get like a montage of Toxie helping out the town. So he stops a couple of kids from getting run down in the street.
he helps open a jar and turns the popcorn kernels into popcorn because he's
That was
so hot.
so funny.
Like he's helping old ladies cross the street.
I love when popping up from the bush too. He's like,
Yeah, Hey, yeah.
Let me help
Which
you out.
to me, like, I get so hung up on, like, I know it's so stupid, but like, he's so toxic and hot, right? That when he opens up the popcorn kernels, it turns it into popcorn.
It's
Like,
yeah.
yay. But
She's
yet he
just she's
has
having
this girlfriend, he gets laid, and they're all living in a toxic swamp, and she's fine.
Yeah, that's the fun thing about like it's really funny that like these movies, it's not just this movie, Toxic Avenger movies, but like I said, Class of Nukem High. They keep
Yeah.
on coming back to this well of like, man, New Jersey, a lot of toxic waste around here. You know? Which is like jokes that we just casually made as kids growing up in New York because we're better than them.
Well, it's
Uh,
interesting too, right? Because we also did Chud, which also is a toxic waste thing, but that is
right?
New York City. But
Right.
it's like there's just toxic waste all over the Northeast, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I love that the kids, those lives he saved, start selling "I Heart the Monster Hero" shirts.
Yeah.
And then you got the gay guys from the health club, are like the town hairdressers, and they argue about who the monster wants to fuck more.
Yeah, everybody knows that what like blondes more or
The monster's like
whatever.
blondes more. It's like
Yeah.
that's a
The
good joke.
best is their
The
workout aesthetic.
well, hold on. Let's get into all that one part later. But
Should
yeah,
we save it for side
I
characters?
want to
Okay.
go. I actually want that's like miscellaneous, just going over the entire gym and how beautiful that gym is.
Okay.
But yeah, then we get a montage of Toxie and this girl Sarah, who he falls in love with.
Yeah.
Um,
Who just sadly just keeps hitting him in the groin for a section
she's
of the movie.
yeah, we'll get into her later. She's the worst blind person ever. But yeah,
Right. It's just
it's
funny every time
it's
he's like,
so funny.
oh, oh."
It's like the only one who could truly hurt him is his
Yeah.
girlfriend who keeps on hitting him in the nuts. Uh,
Do you want peanut butter and jelly? Yes. Because she already hit him in the nuts.
um, I love after they have sex, like they're both like smoking cigarettes casually.
Yeah. And that makes
Um,
him a ton of eggs.
like 50
But,
fried eggs, and there's like once again
but with
terrible blind person. There's
shells.
like shells in there, and there's like paper covered tabs of butter, of individual things of butter,
Yeah.
which Toxie loves.
Couldn't get
Takes her
enough.
He takes her back to his place and puts up a picture of her dog, or seeing eye dog Gary, who dies earlier in the movie.
Yeah, it was
They
nice. It
put
was sweet.
sunglasses on Gary.
And they redecorate the whole
She
place,
puts
and
him some
she's got
curtains.
plenty of canes for
They have a
herself,
dance break.
Yeah, which was interesting to watch,
And
They really like each other.
my favorite bit, and I've loved this since I very first saw the movie, is Toxie takes off like uses a traffic cone as a hat and tips
Yeah,
it to her, and she just starts laughing like she can see it,
that's a
and
really
they're
good
both
point.
laughing.
It's
Like
a good point. I could just hear what you just did.
exactly. And finally, they slow dance with like Toxie with like his hands all up on her ass. And it's a
Oh yeah.
brilliant, brilliant montage. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
Because he's a beautiful person on the inside and he's got big muscles. That seems to be it for her.
I love too, like when he is the Toxic Avenger, he will like switch back and forth between just like guttural ers like he's Frankenstein, or
Yeah.
talking like he's the lead of a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, I
Like,
think what was weird to me about that was like at first I was like, okay, he's only that way when he's sensing out evil and must kill, so that's when he's all guttural, right? But then almost in the latter part of the movie where he almost starts going for his revenge kick, because that's like a separate, like he's just being a do-gooder and stopping and killing evil. But then all of a sudden he's like, I'm gonna do a detour and get those people who did
they
this to
are evil
me.
though,
They are
and not
evil
just
for
for
sure.
what, not because of what they did to him, evil for other things.
Oh yeah, for sure. And we'll get there for sure, right?
Yeah,
But like it's like he's going out of his way now. They're not currently doing evil, but I'm gonna go kill them now. And this is all of a sudden where all of a sudden he's like making one-liner jokes and he's not guttural about it at all. Which is really weird. And then also when he kills the short little old lady too, that we find out is actually evil later. But whatever, like all of a sudden he makes a joke there. You know what I mean? Like all of a sudden there's like a weird portion to the latter half, where all of a sudden he's punny and not as guttural, but then he's back to it at the very end of the movie with the mayor. Like he's back to the guttural
right.
thing. So it's like so weird. That was like the one thing that was like all like, okay, wait a minute. I thought I understood, but then all of a sudden you started making him like slapstick pun jokes, and then he goes back to it, and it's like that's the one thing that didn't vibe for me.
Um, it works for me just because makes me laugh every time he uses the Saturday morning cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
like he just sounds like I don't know. the third lead from like G.I.
Yeah.
Joe. It's like, hello, children, knowing is half the battle.
Yeah, it's so
And stuff like
ADR
that.
too. Like it's
Right. Well,
crazy
yeah.
ADR.
Like I
Yeah.
said, it's a completely
Yeah.
different person's voice.
Yeah, for sure.
But I love Toxie. I love Melvin. I gave this a
Yeah,
3.
I did as well.
Okay.
It's kind of hard not to enjoy it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's just fun. As much as like I was like, pre-formation Toxie was like a little too over the top. Bozo helped it, but still, like it's still pretty fun.
Right. So let's get into the villains, which are delightful in this
Yeah,
movie.
which ones are you gonna start
I'm
with?
gonna talk about the original group as a whole
Okay,
real
that's
quick,
fair.
and then
That's
we'll
kind of
break
what
them down.
I broke it up by gender.
I kind of do too.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
But lots of villains in this, but the ones
Yeah.
who get the most screen time are Bozo and Slug and their girlfriends Julie and Wanda.
At least in the beginning half.
Right.
They do take a
Uh,
little break until they come back towards the latter
I
half, but
still
yeah.
think if you actually hit it with the top time stopwatch, that they get them they're in the movie more than
I think
anybody
they
else.
are. I think they are because the rest of the villains are kind of more behind the scenes,
Yeah, and the mayor
orchestrating things.
gets like he definitely gets more in the back half, but it's like 2 scenes maybe, and like they're always really
Yeah. And
fast.
again, he's the one like go kill him. Like he's not really like doing a whole lot, yeah, until the end. But yeah, so I agree. Are you gonna start with the girls or the boys first?
Well, like I said, I want to run them down all of them. So
Oh,
Slug and
all of them. Okay.
Bozo are the hit and run killers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly who invented the point system, but we have Julie reminding Bozo of the point
Yeah.
system.
Yep.
Uh, Jewish people, Italian, and they're not saying it like this, and I'm not going to say how they say it in the movie because they're bad
That's
guys,
for
but I'm
sure.
not.
Yes. They
So
say horrific ways of calling these,
just to
but then
remind you that
also,
they're bad guys.
but then randomly says Puerto Ricans. Like, we're not going to
Well,
use anything for them. We're just okay.
yeah, Jewish people, Italians, black people, and Chinese people are worth 25 points. Puerto Ricans are worth 30 points for some reason.
Yeah.
Um, Kids under 12 are worth double points. Gracing doesn't count because Julie wants them dead. 28 points if you get a kid and the bike.
Yeah. Which is a weird thing to me too, because like it seems like it's only Bozo that's really doing it. So who is he competing with points wise?
It's
Because
a
I
really good
don't
question.
like we never see
Slug.
Slug do it.
You have to wonder if Slug, the actor, had his driving license and he just couldn't do it.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, he does have the hang up about I can't be out that late. I got church tomorrow. But
Oh, I love that bit. Yeah.
otherwise he's there cheering him on, but they're all cheering him on, but he's the only one actively doing it.
By the way, Slug and Bozo doing incline sit-ups across from each other while passing a joint
Passing the
back and
cigarette,
forth.
just going,
It's
yeah.
a joint, but yeah.
Is it a joint? I
While
wasn't sure it
Wanda
was a joint
counts,
cigarette. Yeah.
like they're up to like 500 sit-ups or whatever. Like
Yeah.
incredible stuff. Just like breathtaking.
Yeah. It was pretty funny.
Um,
And then like Slug is like trying to like rouse him, like, I don't know, man, that wasn't a good one, that last one. And then, Bozo is always so intense. He's like screaming almost all the time. He's like, what do you mean that didn't count? Like just like screaming. He's ruining my vibe. Like he's always freaking out.
I love it when Slug's like, you should really start working on your midsection more. I think I see some fat. He's like, what? There's no
Yeah.
fat. And then he pulls his fat. That's going even crazy. It's a perfect 80s shit. I love it so much. Anyway, Wanda
Yeah.
and Julie are super into this. Wanda even more so.
Crazy.
Like
Yeah.
Julie seems to be like, I don't know, almost. I don't know what the hell. Julie just tells you what the points are worth. Wanda gets like
Yeah.
sexually charged from all this shit, and like
Yeah.
it's a way amazing the two of them are just like looking at the Polaroids in the middle
Julie
of the
seems to be
locker room.
almost like this is art. Look how the reds pop.
Right? Yeah,
And
good
then
call.
and then the other one is more like, yeah, I kind of need to go
I need
you
to go
know.
rub one out. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. You're like, wow, this is messed up. Like it's
it's
just so messed up.
trauma.
Yeah, man. Because
Uh,
if they're all the guys, girls, whatever, they're all like into what they're doing. They're
right.
into it, and Bozo even has basically his own weird Batmobile type car for this.
I
Like
tried to look up what he was
he
driving. I love it.
he accelerates like the Batman Forever Batmobile.
Yeah, yeah. It's
You know
got
what I mean?
the
Because it's
cool
got
like
the
stick
little
shift.
push
Yeah,
thing. Yeah,
I loved
where
it.
that's how he accelerates. It's like what?
I tried to find what car this is. I'm
That
like, can I get
blew
this
my
car?
mind. I was like, oh my God, I've only ever seen this in Batman Forever. to
Right.
accelerate that way by via car, which is so dumb it makes no sense. But like, and then I see it here. It's like, oh my gosh, this is where Joel Schumacher got it, man.
Was he accelerating or just like that was a stick shift?
It was like an acceleration thing. It just goes forward.
Huh.
It's the same
Um,
thing that Batman Forever
right.
does.
No, that's the kind of like thing it has, but I don't know if it was
Yeah,
actually. I don't think it was like the
I'm
gas
pretty
pedal. I think
sure.
it's
No,
just like it was a stick
there's
shift. Like
no way you could do a stick shift in the way that was. That's not how
no,
stick
but for like
shift
it's like an
works.
automatic. Like it either
Yeah.
goes forward for or reverse.
You think that's what it's doing? You push forward to go forward, and then I don't think so.
My best guess, but like I said, I couldn't
Because I
find what
could
the
have
car
sworn
was.
there was he was trying to get the kid on the bike, and he pushes it forward more. They were already going forward,
You could be
so
right.
yeah.
Um, Bozo is played by Gary Schneider. Like I said, he might be my favorite part of this whole movie.
He's so awesome. It's I mean
Truly
awesome in his
absurd.
insanity.
Yes,
Yeah.
truly absurd and breathtaking levels of purposely overacting and with
Yes.
hilarious bad dialogue.
I think that's what you kind of have to go into this movie too, right? Everything is purposely over the top.
Exactly.
It's and really there's only one character that I feel like doesn't always nail it. I feel like everybody else pretty much nails it almost every time.
Yeah, this movie just goes to 11. I'm curious to see
Yeah.
who you don't think, but
Yeah.
um, so yeah, we got some great lines from dumb mop boy. Can't even mop right. Hate that mop boy. Um,
Because he's so angry about it. It's so funny because it's so ridiculous.
Melvin accidentally dunking the mop in the
And
jacuzzi.
the jacuzzi, yep.
Got Bozo and the boys stressing. I can't take that idiot. He's screwing up my karma. Ah! Karma! Stress!
Everything is screamed for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like yelling at I think it was Julie, right? Because she didn't bring the car. And he's I need to drive.
So Bozo's best friend and wingman, Slug, played by Robert
Slug.
Pritchard. Uh, we already talked about he's got to get up early and go to church the next morning so they can't kill a second kid. Slug watches an aerobics instructor lecture his class to do as he does and uses the opportunity to put a garter snake he just happens to have down his shirt.
Yeah.
So the entire class is like running around trying to get the shirt and snake out of their back. Um,
Yeah, but they all seem to be like having fun with it more than anything else. Like, I don't know. I
right.
don't think, yeah. Anyway,
Slug's got some fun lines too. Like, he's always got that shitty grin on his face. What's he so happy about?
yeah,
And I'm not doing it justice. It's really great stuff.
yeah,
Uh, Julie, played by Cindy Mannion, is Bozo's girlfriend. Julie is the one who comes up with the plan to fix that mop boy's wagon and whispers to
yeah,
the rest of the gang while they all bop to music that doesn't exist. And
yeah. They're just like swaying their butts
yeah,
as they're telling the
they're all
plans.
yeah, exactly. They're all huddled up like on the
Yeah,
squash court and just like
yep.
listening to like no music that's not in the movie. Um,
Yeah, because Melvin is like literally face into the glass as he's cleaning a different part of the glass, just staring at him. You're like, oh, dude, you are awful. Like, that's so creepy. Stop.
um, anyway, so Julie is the one who comes up to Melvin,
Yep.
gets when he comes to the girls' locker room. Julie Greach claims that she's unhappy with Bozo and the way he pushes people around. And she finds Melvin irresistible and wants to do it with him. And she wants to fuck him
Do
by the pool.
it.
She wants to fuck him
Sorry.
by the pool, but he has to wear pink because it's her favorite color. It makes her hot and gives him a pink tutu to wear. And Melvin hesitates, but when Julie promises that if he puts on his pink, she'll take off her pink. And then
And
she takes
shows
off her top and
boobs.
walks
Yeah.
away and tells Melvin to bring them up. Cindy Mannion, thank you for your nudity. You see what you did? You see what you did, you idiot? You stressed out Bozo. And then Melvin's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. How dare you talk to me, you twerp?"
Yeah.
Wanda, I'm played by Jennifer Baptist as Slug's girlfriend. Jennifer, thank you for your nudity.
Couple times there. Yeah.
Whew. You know what? Little side pause for this. I just like to point out tan lines. Awesome. Always enjoy tan lines. Let's bring them
Yeah.
back. They're
Yeah.
good.
What's wrong with them? I don't get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're great. Anyway, Wanda loves being there when Bozo and Slug can run over people. It gets her hot, and she wants to be there the next time they do it. I can't personally say that I've ever had sex with a woman who kept a switchblade handy during. I could see the positives and the negatives.
that was definitely like Slug is like, what the hell, dude? Basically, then she pulls the switchblade like, like get out of here now before I gut you or
Eh,
whatever. And you're like, whoa, all right.
oh yeah, what was that? The pink rope that she has at the bottom of it too. So weird.
I don't know.
But
But she's like ready he runs away. It's like, okay, cool, I'm right back in it. Let's go. Like
and the
she's
sex that they're having is so silly and absurd. Like she's on top of him,
yeah,
but like they're not like humping in any like natural way. It's just like
sure.
she's going just like I don't know. She's like the kid on The Exorcist at the bed, just going up and down on whatever like that. It's just
Yeah, it's like just to
it's
show
so
off her
weird.
boobs, maybe, I guess. I don't
Sometimes,
know.
but it's just like it looks just so silly. So
I
it's
was
like it's
more
just adding to
distracted
the
because
comedy.
if everybody's been on those wood benches by the lockers, like I'm like, oh
I'm
no.
distracted by the fact that
I'm so old. This sounds awful for my back trying to lay on that.
100%, but also like Slug was like tipped the guy $15 so they could like screw in the locker room for the night. It's like
Yeah,
I bet it
Tony
smells
or
great.
something, right?
Yeah, yeah. I
Isn't
bet
that
it
the same
smells.
guy who deals drugs? I think
That's a good question. I haven't his name written
I
down
didn't
later. I'll
write the
check that
drug
out.
dealer's name down. Yeah,
Um. Anyway, she's like, I love it when we get go real fast. They never know what hit them. Um.
yeah. They
Yeah,
like they
her
like
favorite
run a kid
pastimes.
over, and they both get out. Both girls get out to start taking pictures of it because they're so like. Because that's the thing. It's like, oh wow, that guy just ran it over, but he stays in the car as the other ones get out to get up close and personal with
Right.
the victim. And not only does this kid get run over, right, but they go back over him because they're like, "Oh, sorry, didn't count." So like, it just shows
Ruining
how evil they are.
horror,
No,
but
I'm
yeah,
trying to get to how evil they are because
they
like,
are.
not
They're
only do they
awful.
run a kid over, but they're like, "Sorry, not full points. You gotta,
Yeah, he's still
and that
moving.
goes back over them, and then they go out to take a close look and take pictures. So it's like, wow, both all four characters are pretty equally evil, even though
Garbage.
Bozo's doing most of the action, but they're all like really into it.
Yeah. So Wanda, when she's not aiding and abetting murder, her favorite pastimes are going to the steam room and admiring her own muscles or masturbating in there.
Yeah.
So while she's checking out the pictures of the people that she's helped murder.
Yep.
So the main villain is Mayor Pete Belgoody, played by
Yeah.
Pat Ryan. The mayor is actually the biggest crook in the town, and all the criminals either work for him or kick up to him. You
Right.
get the first big fat joke: reelect Mayor Peter Belgoody for a healthy Tromaville, and the joke is that my guy looks like he's pushing about 4 bills on the
Yeah. I
campaign
mean, at
poster.
one point
He's
they
a
show him
large
at the
man.
health club himself, and he's like in his underwear getting like a massage or something, but he's also eating a sandwich at the same time.
It's the second time we see him on that massage table, and I did not enjoy seeing it either time.
Yeah. But
Felt
like
bad for that poor girl
clearly
massaging him.
yeah, every time you see him, he's just like really enjoying that he's reaping all the benefit of him kind of being the ringleader to all this crime, basically. Like all everything's happening because of him.
Right. And then his first big scene, he's at the mayor's house and girls are dancing in lingerie, just like
Yeah.
randomly, and nearly
Yep.
giving this dude Tom a stroke. He's like, Tom, Tom. And Tom's like,
Yeah.
Tom, can you hear me, Tom? And the mayor announces his plan. The zoning board has designated the old Rollins chemical plant, where Toxie lives, as the new toxic waste dump site. That's contaminated but valuable waterfront property. He thinks it's a crime to let the property go to waste as a dump. Tom warns that if they move the dump, that would place the new toxic chemical dump just 20 feet from the reservoir for the entire area. Then the mayor and everyone just laughs, and Tom says, we have a deal." And the mayor toasts to better living through chemistry.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's kind of
Tom is kind of like, but the way he says it, but that puts us close to the reservoir is like, that's bad, right? And they're all kind of like, yeah, like, and then they all laugh. Like it's like, again, it's like evil on top of evil. Like we're putting hat in the hat. Like we're all over the top with our evilness.
it's
Like,
kind of striking how much in common the mayor of this movie has with our current president.
fair enough.
Uncanny. Anyway, um, the mayor later on, you got the mayor's gang complaining that the monster has caught so many criminals that the jails are now overcrowded,
Yeah,
and the
they're
mayor
overrun.
says, "Oh well, we'll just kill him." Um,
Yeah,
Later on, the mayor is delighted that Toxie killed a nice little old lady, and now they can kill him with impunity. And the German police chief says, "Nine, nine! The little old lady was not a pillar of the community." She was head of an international white slavery ring. I like that he pointed out that it was a white slavery ring.
Is that because I was like, but it's my notes. Like, I missed what international organization that she's a part of, that she has a really long rap sheet about.
White
But
slavery.
white slavery, right? Oh, the
Yeah,
worst kind of slavery.
exactly. It's, if there was a different
Oh,
pigmentation, it
God.
might be a lesser crime. But,
Right. Can't enslave the whites. What is this now?
anyway, around this time, I'm starting to suspect that the police chief might have ooh, some family in South America.
That's what I was wondering. Is like, 'cause you're like, because it's slow. That's where it starts with that, but then as the movie progresses from that point, like they keep every time you see him, they get more like Nazi stuff that comes out. Where he's goose stepping or he's giving a Zeke Howl. Like he clicks his heels. Like he's got to do something,
Yeah,
and it's like
David Weiss, who plays the Chief Himmel, just cracks me up in this.
yeah.
It's the only role, and you can hear his like tri-state accent just like slipping through with his fake German accent, and it's
Yeah,
just
because there's
delightful.
visually there's nothing that would clue you into him being German or anything at
No,
all.
no.
Like if anything, it's like he almost looks like he's not European whatsoever. You know what I mean? Like it definitely does not have that look, and so it's like weirdly takes you out where he's
But
like,
sometimes he sounds like Doctor Strangelove. Sometimes he sounds like he's from like Jersey. it's,
yeah,
it's it's very
it's
funny.
so all over the place. It's fun. Yeah, it
I
is
love it.
funny. Yeah, especially where it gets progressively again over the top. How this movie does it, right? Where he just totally gives the whole Zeke Kyle thing, or
Well,
the
yeah. Well, the
yeah,
mayor tells him to, like cover up that she was part of the white slavery ring, and he's like, "Yes,
yeah,
mein Führer." I mean, my mayor.
yeah,
So yeah, I don't want to say too much more because I have more stuff in action talking about these guys. But I
yeah.
gave this overall category another three because I just was delighted by everything.
I did as well, actually. Yeah, I completely agree. And that's exactly who I had. Like they were fun as much as again, like Police Chief didn't even have a name. Um,
Chief Himmel.
really? Okay,
Yeah.
didn't catch that.
Well, what's
Right.
funny is that even IMDb doesn't lift it. I listed the name. I just caught it like one time with someone like, "Hey, Chief Himmel." I'm like, "Oh, he's got a name."
Okay. Yeah, and does anything? I don't think anything happens to him,
No, nothing happens to him.
which is crazy, right?
Tom either. Tom, I think Tom and the Chief just kind of like back away when they realize the mayor's fucked.
Yeah. And so then, and it makes me suspicious of his spidey sense of evil. But
Well,
anyway,
we'll get to him
yeah.
later.
Yeah, they're all fun. But yeah, the latter ones we talked about they take a bit more of a backseat. But and then the first ones are so much fun, but it's kind of a bummer that they kind of disappear in the latter half. So, but otherwise, yeah, it's still pretty darn fun, and I went three as well.
Okay.
So action. I think we have to be careful with this category because we could go
Go too
deep
long.
and go too long here because there's so much.
Well, we
Uh,
can skip the first part, which is already we already talked about with them running over the kid, which is
yeah.
really good effect.
It is a really good effect.
I love like the pool of blood that just starts like coming out, like oozing out of the severed head or the smushed head.
yeah, I
It
mean,
looks
and
great,
they show you backing up over the kid.
and the brains and everything. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
it's
and you're
messed
like,
up.
not only do you get to see a young kid die, but
Hmm.
we're gonna have you see it and it happen a second time hit, and you're just like, wow, like
But
I am,
it looks cool, but it's also looks so fake that you don't like get like repulsed by it. Like, oh, so that's
yeah,
why like it's like a Quentin Tarantino style of violence. Like I want it to be over the top, so
I
it
get,
doesn't. I
so
don't
I
want to
think
look
there's
realistic.
there's a distinction, right? Yeah, like it
Make it
is
fun
over
to
the
look at, but not like too realistic.
Yeah,
Especially
but
when it's
it's
something
not
like a
like
kid.
I guess what the thing I was harping on there is like I wouldn't say like oh my gosh that looks so fake like there's still a style to it that's so cool and I don't know if that's the right word cool is
No,
not the
no,
right
no, no,
word
no.
but you know what I mean like it's
Like good practical effect.
yeah you don't look at it and you're like well that's stupid
Yeah,
you're looking
doesn't
at it
look
like
like somebody
whoa.
painted a pumpkin. You know?
Right, yeah, where it's just like red paint,
Yeah,
like it's not bad. It's really well done, right? I mean, even the effects of him turning,
yeah. That's the next part I
uh,
have is for
it's the Toxic Avenger is like it's done really well.
Yeah, the
right?
skin bubbling. It
The
reminds me of the
skin
Howling,
bubbling. Yes,
the
I agree with
transformation.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you see it starting to pop in his arm and in his chest at one point, the hair falling out. Like
Hmm.
it's done pretty well.
Even Julie is like grossed out by it, and Bo's just like, I, Bo's like thinks he's faking it. I think he's Julie.
Yeah.
If this guy can't take a joke, he stinks.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Though it continues, right? It's
And
like
then the cop comes to try to help him out and touch his hands, and his like hands just like light on
light
fire.
on fire. Yeah, they just
And
go
then
right up.
Melvin lights on fire and starts running, and it's a long time on fire for that guy. That's a
Yeah,
bonfire stunt. He's running down the
yeah,
street,
yeah.
and then he gets into the bath and starts mutating even further. It's crazy.
It's pretty good. I mean, there was like one weird kind of shot, but they do a nice effect over it to distract you from it
Oh,
not
the
being
lighting
great.
being yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
other than that, like it was like,
That's where
oh,
the
cool.
cheapness really comes through.
Yeah,
But
but
and
other
then
than that, it's
the
pretty
great
good.
button joke with Melvin's mom outside the door, worried about all the
Yeah, it's
noise she's
finally going
hearing.
through puberty.
But here's the voice drop, like, oh, my little Melvin must have finally reached puberty.
Yep.
So then you got the fight between Toxie and Cigarface and his boyfriends.
Oh my gosh, cigar face.
Well, this is another fun bit. Yeah, his boyfriends are Knuckles and Nipples.
Nipples.
Nipples is a cross dresser. I'm thinking. Or
I guess so.
I don't think he's trans with the
No,
full
because it's the
beard.
full beard and
Makes me
everything.
think not
Yeah.
trans. But I like that. Like clearly they're all gay, and that's cool. They're still treated as serious threats. And the
They're
most
not mocked for that at all.
outwardly gay person, Nipples, who is a crossdresser, knows karate and looks like the coolest out of the three of them. Like when they're trying to fight,
Yeah, he does a
doesn't
lot
work
of
out for any of
kicks.
them. But it's
Does
like
yeah.
I that's the kind of stuff like I love this. That's great, especially for
Yeah.
1984. Like the
Yeah.
joke isn't that they're gay.
No, not at all. I mean, it really is like you're gonna get destroyed here, basically, is
Yeah, because
is
you're a
is
bad
kind of
guy,
more the
not because
humor,
they're gay.
right? Yeah, no, not at all, right? And they all die pretty horrifically.
Not cigar face. We get a little bit more of him.
Yes, we get more cigar face
Yeah,
who will eventually eat it. But
Knuckles gets like
yeah.
his nose ripped off,
Yeah, which again, I was
or
like,
like backhanded off. I wasn't quite sure.
I was not positive on that either. I almost like, do I need to rewind? I'm not sure.
I
Did he
did,
have
and I couldn't
nose
see
ring?
anything.
I
Yeah,
couldn't get, but like all you see is it looked pretty gnarly, right? And then like, is it nipples that gets thrown at him too?
yeah.
And he just throws them at the other guy, which is nice. But yeah,
And then eventually he just like smashes their heads together a bunch of times and they both die. But I love the
yeah,
the
and you see
running
some
gag.
brains popping
Yeah,
out from one of them too. Yeah,
both of them. I think I love the running gag. Of like first Toxie is like doing a speed bag on the guy's on Cigar Face's head,
yeah.
and then later on he puts him into the garbage can and does a speed bag on his nuts. And then when Cigar Face is running away, he's got like a high pitched voice now because he's just been hitting the nuts so many times. It's just like great stuff. Like, that's I love trauma movies for this stuff.
Yeah.
Then you got the Mexican place fast food joint hold up, which is showstopper.
I mean, first off, I was taken back by just the setup
Yeah.
of this place.
Oh, it's something
Like,
to see.
right? Like you see the sombrero with samurai swords, you're like, oh my God. This is so
I didn't even
insane.
notice the katanas until wasn't is it
Until one of
Rico?
them pulls
Rico
one.
pulls one
Really?
out. Yep.
Oh, I noticed it immediately. I was like, is that a sombrero with the sword, the katana sword? Like, what is like,
And
I'm
then all of
so
us later on we see that this place, this Mexican joint that only makes tacos, also has a pizza oven. Like, sure.
yeah, sure, right? Yeah. And then the one guy's just totally pulling out like a flask of alcohol out of his crotch or whatever. And you're like,
Whoop.
oh my
It's
God.
got a fun sound effect too when he does it.
It's so again, it's so over the top to a chef's kiss type
So let's
stuff. It's
talk
so
real quick
good.
about these guys doing the hold up. You have
One guy looks like he's ready for Clockwork Orange, like he sequel,
I
like he's just ready for it.
my turn to be the nerd. I was like, this guy looks like he's Jack of Hearts from Marvel comic character. He's like half
Ah,
black without a red. Um,
right, right.
Rico, who's got like a handgun the size of the one Jack Nicholson used to shoot down the Batwing. And then my favorite, Frank, the leader, is the one making all the introductions, and he has a switchblade and a wooden hand like Chubbs from Happy Gilmore, where his hand's like a little bit too big, too
Yeah.
long. But clearly, it's like a man who's an amputee who's just got this
Right.
going. But they play it down. They don't want you to notice that he has
They don't
that.
want you to notice, right? Because there's a setup for that. Yeah.
You like
I mean,
Mexican food, little baby?
yeah, he's like teeny
I,
boppers. Look,
he's like literally
gotta
threatening
give
a
me your
baby with a shotgun.
quarters.
Yeah, so I love that part too. Your parents give me your quarters, give them up.
Yeah.
And you got
And
the
then
one guy who tries to be like, "Hey, why don't you let everyone else go and I'll be your hostage?" And they would just like blows him away. Really cool effect
it
with
was
the
a good
blood spurting out and the
shotgun.
guy's
Like,
like
yeah,
shaking and
because it's
everything.
not just like blood, it's like got some bits to it. Like, it
Yeah.
looks like, whoa, all right.
And then they shoot a
Uh,
dog, and I don't like that at all.
yeah. Although, you know what I did like when you do look at it towards the end of the scene, like they do show the dog lying there with clearly been blown by a shotgun, but you clearly see the dog still breathing. And I'm like, good boy. Good actor.
They
Good
don't.
job.
That's good. I didn't catch that. It makes me happy.
Yeah, the dogs can't you can't stop it from breathing. It's still breathing. I love it. But
Right,
anyway,
right, right, right.
yeah.
So you get Frank, after they've killed poor Sarah's dog, seeing eye dog,
Yeah.
decides he's going to try to do a little rape right there in the middle of the restaurant. And that's
A
where
lot of rape
Toxie,
this season. A lot of rape.
still not as much as season one.
You might be right. Yeah.
Back in the 80s, Tim.
Yeah.
Um, anyway, Toxie finally steps in, rips off the guy's like clearly already
Arm.
fake arm.
Yeah.
And I love
Do
that
you
Frank doesn't even notice it at first.
exactly? I was about to say that. Yeah. It takes him a while to
He's like, all
notice
right, I'm
that.
going to kick your ass. Oh, God. It starts spitting out. And then you have this like long ninja fight with Rico, where he's got freaking the
Yeah.
nunchucks and he's got
Nunchucks
the
come
katana.
out. There's a lot of like someone tries kind of martial arts moves and they get thrown. And then another one pops in, and then it's a lot of that for a little while.
Right. And then they throw them both behind the counter and like Leroy gets turned into a human milkshake and then they mixes the milkshake into his
They
mouth and
take a
blood
step by
shoots out.
step,
They
by the
really
way,
go
of
through it.
that.
Very
Yeah,
thorough.
here's the ice cream. Now
Here's
here's the milk, and
the
here
whipped
is
cream,
the whipped cream. Here's a cherry on the top.
chocolate sauce. Yeah.
Yeah, chocolate sauce, and
They
then
gotta
like
mix it all together.
yeah, and they do a pretty good job of like it's clearly on the side, but you see some blood coming up, but then you come back to it later, you see he's got teeth missing and stuff like that. It's like, oh, nice thing, because at the end when the police are there, you get to
I
see
missed that.
kind of
That
the
is cool.
aftermath.
Right.
So I liked the aftermath of that more. But
I
yeah,
love the aftermath too because all the cops are just eating free tacos.
eating,
Like,
yeah, they're
another body
eating.
over here.
Yeah, got a pizza on this end, chief or whatever. Yeah, they're all
Yeah.
like
Uh, yeah,
gross.
one arm Frank gets put into a pizza oven, and Rico gets his hands put into a air fry, not the air fryer,
Deep
the
fryer.
deep fryer.
Yeah,
I love that
he
he
turns pipes to get him stuck so he
yeah,
can't
electrical
remove
conduits he
himself.
just rips off, but are just
Yeah.
look like pipes to keep him there as caged and just his hands deep fried.
And again, you see the aftermath later of his hands all messed up. The
I
only one
love
that was weird was the pizza oven one because it was like, I'm gonna put you in the pizza oven, and then it cuts away and you see him grabbing mops, but you don't see the finishing of it until
well, it
the
doesn't
the
matter
police
because we
later.
get to see Toxie going like you just see the back of Toxie when he sees the pizza oven like
Yeah.
I got an idea.
Well, you see, I like the police coming to it afterwards, and you see the two mops were used to shove him in, and you just see his legs sticking out of the pizza oven with two mops jutting out. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. But I wish I would have saw that, but that's pretty funny.
I do have it written down. It's Dennis, the drug dealer, in
Dennis, okay.
there.
So not the same guy, okay.
Yeah,
He is a fun death too.
yeah. He gets like the weights slammed from the leg curl.
Yeah, he
Just
kind of picks him up, spins him around, and then lifts it so the thing comes like crushes half of his face.
which is cool looking, but it has to be like what 20 pounds of weight.
Yeah, there was not much weight there to do the damage that it did. It would have been a really nice 3D effect, by the way, for this era.
Yeah, you're probably right. I like
As
that the
that
head is like writhing afterwards too.
well, not you see first his legs are like moving around, and then you get the half of his head and his tongue is sticking out, like shaking around too. And you're like, oh my God,
It's great, great stuff.
it's so gnarly.
Then you got Wanda, who's masturbating in the steam room, checking out pictures of the murder victims.
This one was kind of weak.
It is. It's well, all the both girls ones are weak. They,
Yeah, I agree. I
actually, all
agree.
the female victims.
Almost all of our hero, the villains we love the most were the worst deaths.
I kind of like when Mrs. whatever her name is. We'll look it up later when she dies because it seems like something out of like Johnny Dangerously. It's so silly,
Yeah.
but the other two are terrible. So yeah, Toxie just picks up Wanda and puts her ass on hot coals.
And that's
Let
it.
this
We
be a
cut
listen to
away.
you, hot ass. And yeah, we never see her again.
Did
Um,
she die? I don't think you would die from that.
no, but
Some skin grafts for sure,
probably yeah.
but that's about it. So that's why I was kind of like, that's kind of
But don't
weak.
worry, because the next scene we have Toxie taking a toxic waste piss in the alley, and he gets jumped
Yeah.
by the pimp who tries
Yeah.
to offer a 12-year-old for $12.
She's not 12 for like 12 more minutes, he says, or something like that.
Did he? I missed that. Oh
Yeah,
God.
so there's a line that she's actually under 12. She's about to be 12.
I love when she sees him. She's like, "You told me you're taking me to a David Bowie
He
concert."
is
I was like,
not
"That is
David
not David
Bowie.
Bowie." So good. Yeah, like, but the limo is like a clown car of thugs. There's like six guys that pop out of
Yeah,
there.
you want the music to start playing. Na, 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 na. Yeah, as they all come out. Yep.
And you got like the pimp like slices out one of his own guys' throat when Toxie like ducks down, and then what is he? Oh yeah, and
He
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 just redirects
grabs
the
the yeah,
knife
redirects
into
it to
the
his
pimp's,
own.
and then
Yeah.
everyone else runs away.
Yeah.
Um, and
One
then
guy
you
I
have,
think pees himself. Doesn't he pee himself and then
yeah,
runs? Yeah.
and then you have later on you have Toxie holding a bouquet of flowers down a dark alley, and he gets surrounded by thugs. One of which is the heavily bandaged cigar face.
He's back.
Yeah, and then Toxie does like a $6 million man jump, sound effects and everything,
Yeah.
and all the criminals surrounding him shoot each other. And he like,
Yep.
and Toxie finishes it off with just like a the thing like ah,
All dead.
yeah. And then he gets Julie's one is also lame.
Yep. It is.
Although I think it's
It's
funny that we
more
did
of the
this after.
chase.
It's funny that we did this right after Silent Madness because I felt like we were back in
Yeah.
that fucking basement again. Like, oh my
Yeah, I
god.
know. But it makes more sense, although it's weird because it's like a health club should be big, but at the same time, every time we see
Not the
the
size that
exterior,
size one. Yeah.
well, when we see the exterior of the health club, it's like it just looks like a shop in a side of a town. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
look big at all. But like if you think about it in general, any health club I've been to is pretty big. It's just weird for what they show you exterior. But otherwise, yeah, most of it's just a chase sequence and her screaming and running,
We
running
don't
into
even see
some
what happens to
rats.
her.
Yeah, he pulls out a scissor out of nowhere, and then that's about it. Some more
In my
screams and the
mind, he
cuts.
cut off all her hair and left it at that, but I don't know.
Who knows, man? Yeah,
At least she showed some remorse when Melvin was transforming, so maybe that's something. I don't know. Or
I
she's
don't
grossed out by it
know.
anyway.
Both girls got off light, and they were not good people.
No.
Yeah,
Uh, let's see. Then you have I love when Bozo and the Slug steal the car from the little old lady.
yeah. This is where Slug really is evil.
Yeah, well, he like, beats her to death with the cane.
Yeah, he's the one first time we see him
But
being
Bozo just
actively
like
awful.
slugging her in the stomach first, like,
Right.
cracks me
Yeah,
up.
and
Like,
then
oh
he's like,
shit. He's just
you see how I punched her in the gut or whatever? And he's like,
yeah.
yeah. It's like we're not going to mention how Slug just destroyed her with a cane afterwards. Like that's like the only time the whole movie where he's like, oh, because before he's like a passenger literally the whole time supporting. That was when he's actively evil. I
Mm,
think it was his idea too at first.
it was his idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
because Julie isn't there with the car and he's stressing out.
Stressing out, man. I need to drive.
So then yeah, Toxie appears in the middle of the road and jumps on the car, and we get a whole big charge. Like, he like gets in there and it grabs Slug by the throat and rips. I think the implication is he rips his throat out while throwing him out of the car.
You do see blood coming out of his mouth, but I don't see anything on the throat.
Oh,
It
okay,
was it was kind of weird. So I don't know if he just
he's
squeezed it
dead.
enough.
Yeah.
I guess it's a little ambiguous the way he rolled out of that car. I don't
What's
know if it
truly
was.
wild
I
about the
don't
scene
know.
to me though is like where like Toxie won't let go of the wheel and he's like aiming, almost seems like aiming for these kids in a playground.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm just holding your foot down, man.
Right. But thankfully, all the kids and the parents get out of the way and they go over this cliff and ooh, explosion!
Yeah.
It's a good explosion.
Well, actually, I like that there's several accidents, like practical effects car accidents too in
Yeah.
this sequence. So cars are flipping and ramping off one another, and then they like escape their cars, and then the cars blow up, which is always my favorite when
Hmm.
like cars just randomly blow up. But
Oh, it's
yeah,
like smallest little cliff too, which I think is part of the joke.
yeah. But like, yeah, and it
It's
blows
not
up,
even a
and
cliff. It's like a little
I was
hill.
like, did he jump out and I miss it? And then he just walks out from the,
He
it's
shakes
like,
it off. He's
oh,
like,
yeah, I like that touch. It's
yeah,
nice, like, okay. And you see him like chart, like Bozo's chart up, and yeah, I feel like he's the only one that like literally got what's coming to him. Like, I'm not so sure the rest of them did, but
yeah. Well,
otherwise, it's still pretty fun.
then you have, I love this, the whole setup of Mrs. Haskell coming into Mr. Wilson's laundry service. Mr.
Yeah.
Wilson. Dennis the Menace fans get it. Um, Tells her that her boy Scott took out his best girl out the other night and came back with these massive white stains all over his pants. And she doesn't know what it is. And Mr. Wilson's like gently grabs the point. He's like, yeah, I don't know either.
It's weird though, because like when I was looking at those jeans, it almost looked like toxic waste stains because they looked almost greenish. So I was like, at first, I was almost like, is the mom had enough exposure that she got shorter? Is that what's going on? And that's supposed to be Melvin? I couldn't place the woman at first. Like, it was weird to
We
me.
never met her before. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
She's just has a son who has massive cum stains all over his pants.
right.
Uh, anyway, but then, Mr. Wilson sees his car is about to get towed, so he runs away. And then Toxie appears and starts brutally murdering Mrs. Haskell.
Throws her a washer or a dryer or one of them. I don't
Puts
know
her to
which
a
one.
dryer and then
Okay.
steam presses her to death.
Yeah. Yeah, and Wilson's coming like, oh, you're not supposed to can't play with that or whatever. It's like you think she's playing. It's funny. But
There was
anyway.
an unfortunate no tiki no washi line from Toxie in this, but otherwise,
Well, I mean, this
like I
is
said,
the
this is
chunk of
straight
the
out of
movie
like
where he's doing that, right?
right,
Because
right, right.
even when it was a Julie is in the locker room and then he just slides underneath the bench
I love
to
that
kind of be
though.
like, what? Like, you know
I
what I
think
mean?
that's
Like,
so funny.
yeah, I mean, it's funny, but it's like, it's so weird because like everything else in this movie is him
But
just
like
grunting through it. And
everything
all of a
else about
sudden,
this is so silly and like like I said, it's like right out of Johnny Dangerously. I
yeah,
love how silly it is, but I hated the no tiki no washi. Like
my mother did it
no,
to me once. Once.
once. Love. Well, no, I don't love Joe Piscopo, but I love him in that movie.
Yeah,
Um, anyway, then the police at the everyone thinks that he's a bad guy because he kills this old little lady. They don't know that she's part of a white slaver head of a white slavery ring.
right.
So the National Guard get involved, and they find Toxie, who has been hiding out in the woods now, in the middle of by the old Miller's farm or whatever.
Well, because he's like distraught because he's like, I can't control this. You need to run away. And they're like, no, let's run away together instead. And he's like, okay.
Right.
Because he's thinking he can't control his, instinctual spidey sense to kill bad people. And
Yeah.
maybe it went awry, and that's why which is a weird thing in this movie. He never learns that we know that he
That
rightfully killed the little old lady.
he finds out after the fact.
I
The press
guess,
press figured it out, I'm sure.
yeah.
Maybe it's the German police chief let it slip
Nor did
eventually.
we find out, or at least the public find out, that the mayor is evil either. So that's
Well, they all
another issue,
celebrated when Toxie killed him, so
which is so weird because, as far as our knowledge, no one knows he's evil, but he did it, and everyone's like, "Yay!" It's like, what?
just rips his guts out.
Yeah,
I
it's just.
love it. I love what you're trying to
I
like put
wonder
it
if,
back in there.
yeah, I wonder if it's his stomach. He ripped his stomach out, and it's another fat joke. Put the stomach back
I
in.
would think it'd be larger if considering the size of the man, but yeah, I
You
hear
would
you.
think, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's like,
I love
take
this.
out the toxic waste.
I love the visual. Yeah, Mr. Sergeant O'Clancy or Officer O'Clancy, take care of this
Officer
toxic waste.
Clancy. Yeah.
I love the visual though of like the tank just pointing at the tent.
Oh, yeah. Each like two when they all decide not to shoot and the tank even raises back up.
Yeah, it's like no, you're not doing it. So yeah, I love all of this. I gave it a 3 as well.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Wow.
I agree. Yeah.
Simpatico.
Yeah. I mean, it's again like it is so over the top, and it's kind of I'm trying to think of why I'm not putting it higher, but like I don't know. I don't.
I think well, it's still very
Well,
cheap, and there's only so much I can give it real credit for.
right. I guess this is where I feel like almost like bonus points are needed because it is on purpose. Like
Well,
all of this
Sam,
is by design.
little spoiler, this is going to be my new number one. So I felt
Yeah,
fine with where I have it at in the
fair
end.
enough. I think it ends up being tied for me.
Okay. So supporting
Oh no, never mind.
characters.
I'm wrong.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
we have Andre Miranda plays Sarah, a blind girl that Toxie saved
Yeah.
at the Mexican place, fast food holdup,
This is the
falls
one
in love
I
with.
feel like doesn't always pull it off.
I think she's funny as hell.
I think there's times where it doesn't quite land right. And then other times where I think she lands amazingly well. So it's weird. I feel like she's the one that's more all over the place for me.
Yeah, I could see it, but I think when she hits so good. So I don't
Yeah, I guess that's kind of what, yeah, because it's like,
like.
again, there are
I love
moments where like that's great.
I love the joke of her being like the worst blind girl ever. Trips over her own steps. She has 100 white canes that she spills over the
Right.
floor. Hits Toxie in the nuts repeatedly while pointing
Yeah.
out where to sit or whatever.
The
Uh,
champagne one at one point too is really
she
funny.
wants to touch Toxie's face, but Toxie doesn't want to. Pretends he has a rash, and
Yeah.
since you can tell his future by reading his palms, and she's very strong, going to become an important man. And then she asks to see his other hand and grabs his crotch, and then Toxie
Yep.
like flexes his
Oop-
pecs.
Oops. Or
Yeah,
oopsie, one of
yeah, but
those.
the look
Yeah.
on her face, and she's like, "Whoops."
Yeah, I don't know, because there's other times where I'm like, I don't know, like,
Even when they get reunited at the end of the movie and they're all happy, she trips again. Like,
oh God, where she's like just like motioning around and yelling Melvin, and then he's yelling Sarah, and it's like, okay,
and then she
um,
trips.
yeah, I don't know. There's just a couple of moments where I'm like, I'm not so sure.
And
I
she's really
think
funny with him in all the montage sequences that they have together too. It's so good.
Yeah, I think there's like some more over the top comedic performance or comedic moments of it where it really does work, and then there's some other parts that's like, doesn't really hit as well. But anyway, she's the one I got, only one I was like, I'm not 100% sold.
I don't really have anything else written except for like the scene where at the ice cream parlor where Officer O'Clancy, Johnny from the Mexican place, and the kids Toxie saved all have ice cream and vent. And Johnny wants Toxie
Yeah,
saved, and O'Clancy says he's just a kid. People can't go around doing things just because they're right. We have to leave these decisions up to the mayor and the police chief.
because they have the yeah. This is where it's like,
Which that part made me laugh
oh,
pretty hard.
Clancy's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he
And
dumb.
then and he's like, "You right?" And he goes to the little girl, and the little girl's like, "Uh-huh." He's like, "See, like it's like he's getting affirmation from a little girl." Like, oh
Yeah,
boy. Um, it's like it's amazing how people I'm like, oh man, this person's also pretty dumb.
everyone's dumb. That's what's so great about it.
Yeah, this is it. Like I also put like I put Sarah, I put Officer O'Clancy. I was like mom question mark, but really like mom is like
There's
I
not a
don't want
lot
anything to do.
here.
But
That's all I wrote up.
mom comes back at the end
Yeah,
to defend, and then I guess you could put various like the two the two gay guys who
enjoyed them. Yeah, there's like so many like I wouldn't even call them supporting characters, but they're like
like little
background
bit
characters that are so
parts.
much fun. That's
Yeah.
that's why I gave this category another three, just because like there's so much like little stuff that I can't write anything up about them, but like I love that, I love that, I love that.
Yeah, I was. This
So
is where I
funny.
had issues because I did initially put three, but I was like, but it really is so light, and there's so, and I was like, should I lower this? But my initial reaction was three, so my score actually is a 12,
Me too.
and so that means it's both our number ones then.
Yes, I love this from this. I love this. It gets me so excited.
Gets the people
Uh,
going.
yeah. So yeah, let's talk about when we first get into the gym real quick.
Okay.
Um, yeah, Tromaville, toxic tumbling capital of the world, population 15,000. So the two gay
Yep.
guys working out in banana
Banana
hammocks,
hammocks. Yeah, every time.
bandanas tied around their necks, and one of them holding one like 2.5 pound weight, and the other one's holding like a nude men's magazine.
Yeah.
Like, and the guy's just like hanging dong in that pictorial that he's holding too, which is the funniest part about it. It's like
Yeah.
we got dick into this movie within less than 5 minutes. Troma's
Yep.
amazing.
I mean, it's again, it's really quick. You'd miss it, but you keep coming every time you come back to this main exercise room. You see these two in their banana hammocks every time. And
They
one
don't wear
time
anything else.
when
Yeah,
Toxie comes in like a POV shot, you see one leap into the other one,
yeah,
so you get some like side ass shot in his
yeah.
banana hammock too, and you're like, oh my god.
Well, and then the
The
first one
most
just
clothed is the end, and when they make the joke about you know, that
I'm sorry,
blondes
Do they ever get out of the banana hammocks, or is it one time they're
Yes.
wearing? Oh, I thought they're
They're
always in them. I thought that was part of the joke.
no,
Sorry,
they're not in the banana hammocks when they're doing the hair. And
I
that's
thought they were
when they
just wearing aprons over the banana hammocks.
I don't know, they were definitely more clothed. I don't know if that was you maybe I might have missed the apron
Oh,
thing,
I
but
hope I'm right because I mean it's the part that cracked me up about it. They're always in the
but it was
banana
still a
hammocks.
good bit because you made the joke that you said at the beginning of the episode is in that scene,
Right.
right? And then they're at the end, when the whole community or town is there, and
They love the monster too. Yeah.
I don't remember them being a banana hammocks there. But anyway,
But yeah, going through
I
the gym, you have
digress.
the guy, one guy doing karate by the treadmills, just
Yeah.
randomly, just like doing crazy kicks. The close up of the woman's cleavage as she does the chest fly machine.
Oh, they keep coming back to it too. It's kind of funny. I feel like this is almost ahead of its time, where somebody's like, let's just make fun of every douchey person we've ever seen at the gym.
Yeah,
And that's what this whole thing is about.
exactly. It's exactly
Yeah.
right. And making fun of gym culture and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, what's that? Oh, what was that hilarious movie I made you watch? Uh, where like the gym is haunted.
Oh, yeah. It was on a Last Drive-In episode too.
Yeah,
Um,
god damn it. I've seen that movie twice. I can't remember the name of it. I should
um,
hold on.
gosh, yeah.
It'll take me 2 seconds. Geez, I would have thought that would have been one of the first things it would show for him. Death Spa.
Despa. Yep. Yep. That's it.
I just looked up Star Trek 2, found Scott's Kirk's son. I was like, okay, it should be one of the top four. It should be one of his top four on IMDb, and it's not. I'm like, how dare they?
That is, yeah, that's insulting.
Um. Oh, when Bozo runs over the kid on the bike in the beginning of the movie, that is
Yeah.
the most iced tea looking Jack Daniels I've ever seen in any movie or TV show.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's hilariously. That is like some Arizona.
I actually really loved how when Melvin goes into the barrel and they do a shot of the drivers in the truck and their entire faces is covered in white powder.
Yeah, Joey looks okayish, but his friend is like
Yeah.
it's half white. It's hilarious.
It's like, oh my gosh.
So this supposedly had a budget of 475,000, which is a little under 1.5 million dollars. And I have no idea what it grossed. The release got as wide as 45 screens, but it stayed in theaters for over a year. Big midnight movie,
Right.
and was a big hit in the rental market. So it made Troma the most money out of anything.
I would imagine this was like a ginormous cult following still to this
Huge,
day. So,
huge.
I mean, I would,
Which why we're getting the remake, hopefully
yeah,
coming out around this time when this episode comes out.
I put on
I'm looking forward to
Shutter
watching.
because it's on Shutter right now, at least as we're recording.
And
And
Prime.
I think the first, all three of the movies, there's four, I think, of the original,
Yeah.
but there's three of them are up on Shutter. And I was like, I have some time. Should I put on the second one? And then I'm like, looking at reviews. I'm like, no, I think I should not.
Yeah, Beth, just leave it with these perfect images. Like, okay, and
Yeah.
just watch the remake what comes out.
Because
We're
all
gonna.
the reviews I saw is like none of the sequels captured what was so
I'm
fun about
hearing.
the original.
I've read really good things about the remake with Dinklage
I've
and Kevin
heard good
Bacon.
things about the
That
Dinklage one,
captured
yeah.
like the joy of the original. So I'm hopeful.
I have to say, like, and I saw a little snapshot of the trailer again, and it looks like it's in a fast food thing.
It looks like exactly the Mexican place again.
And so
Nothing.
it's not like, oh, okay, maybe they actually do know exactly what they need to be doing here. And I'm sure they'll tone down some of the,
I don't think
you
they
know,
did. I
you
think it's
know,
part of the reason this movie was done like 2 years ago, and they've been very
yeah, it
hard to
took a
find a
while. I feel like
release.
I knew this movie was coming out for a long time.
Like I hear it's all sorts of like messed up. It's like that's what I love to hear. That's
Yeah,
trauma.
yeah, yeah.
So, according to Wikipedia, this was initially released on April 4th, 1984. And that week, the number one movie at the box office was Police Academy in its third week of release.
Oh, wow.
The new releases that week
Sorry.
were at number five, Where the Boys Are, a remake of the 60s movie about co-eds going on spring break. And our girl, Lynn Holly Johnson, BB from For Your Eyes Only, is one of the stars.
Oh, I
And so
hated
is
her.
Yeah. And so is Shooter McGavin. Christopher McDonald
Oh,
is in the
wow.
movie too. I think he's playing a punk. I saw some pictures like, look at you, sir. Interesting.
Yeah.
At number 6, Moscow on the Hudson. Robin Williams is a Russian saxophonist who decides to defect while visiting a Bloomingdale's in New York City.
Interesting.
Yeah. At number 7, Hard to Hold. Rick Springfield plays a famous rock
Rick
star.
Springfield.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a stretch, huh?
Mm.
Okay.
Who falls in love with a child psychologist who has ears only for the classics and has never heard of him. Tough blow to his ego.
Oh, wow. Ouch.
Mm. And finally, at number 8, we have Up the Creek. Tim Matheson from Animal House plays Bob McGraw in his
It's a
12th
name.
year of college, goofing his way through life until he has to win a river rafting race with 3 college buddies. Years later, he'll have a son named Van Wilder, doing much the same thing.
Yeah, look at that. I
Yeah.
had no idea he did more than.
I thought Animal House was his only college thing too. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah.
he went back to this well, huh? All right.
Okay. All right. He keeps coming back to it. Okay. Fair
Tim,
enough.
what are we watching next week?
This is a hard one to go
Yeah, I
with
saw what you
because
highlighted here.
oh, you already saw it.
I accidentally saw it. I was like, oh
Oh
shit, you went
no, I
for it.
guess I did.
I'm proud of you.
you know, this is
We hit a big
purely
one. We hit a big one, so we have to go and try
that's
something.
what this is what
You're right.
we've done some bad ones though for a little bit, I feel, but this I think brings us up quite a lot.
Yeah.
And I also feel like I have wrongly kept picking things that I thought would be different than previous things and accidentally did not. And I'd be shocked by the title alone if this is somehow tying to something we've already done recently.
Well, I believe it's another horror comedy, so there's that. But other than that,
Okay, fair enough. We'll keep the horror comedy going vibe, I guess. Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. What a
let's
title.
let's fucking go.
Yeah. What a title.
Let's see. As of recording, sorry for a shaky cam here. Um, it is still streaming. Amazon Prime, uh,
Nice.
Plex, Roku channel, and Tubi. Tubi.
Okay. So not free fee anymore. Okay, so we've changed a little bit, but that's not bad. Okay, cool. Prime right away. So
Well,
cool.
I don't think Freevee even really exists technically. I think it's just Prime
Oh,
with
they
that.
roll it in.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's just Prime with ads now.
Fair enough.
All right, Tim, you got anything else?
That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right, that is it for us. Please share your support for the podcast by leaving a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, or wherever you happen to listen to the show. Also, sharing is caring. Be sure to follow us on social media to get the latest show updates. You can contact us by emailing at filmbrochamp@gmail.com or find us by searching for the hashtag FilmBroChamp. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Film Bro Championship Podcast. Peace out, everyone.
All right, everybody. Drop your tacos or I'll blow your brains out.
I want a taco.
All right. Who doesn't?
Hmm.